PlayStation wrap-up. This is something a few of you guys have mentioned, asking me what my PlayStation wrap-up was. If you guys aren't familiar, PlayStation wrap-up was this thing they rolled out earlier on in the month where you could look at all your stats from 2020. You could look at the games you played, the platinums you earned, and things like that. I'm gonna go through mine here so you can compare your stats to me. Let's have a look at them. Probably not a video that's going to get a bunch of new viewers in if you're not already familiar with the channel, but if you are a new viewer or you haven't gone ahead and hit the subscribe button, you haven't committed to that level of relationship with me yet, I would just encourage you to go ahead and hit it down below. I'm a pretty good guy. I think you've been able to gather that from the videos up to this point. I'm not going to bite. Let's take this relationship to the next level. Hit the subscribe button. Let's make this official. All right, now I don't want this just to be about my wrap up either. I want you guys, and I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and have a look at your wrap ups, or even just give me a summary of your stats in the comments below. Compare what you have done to me. Let's not make this all about this guy. Let's not boost his ego too much. I'd really prefer it if we kind of made this like a better discussion or a greater discussion between all of us about the most played games we had last year and how many trophies we earned and things like that. I think that could be really, really fun. I might even start a discussion over on the Discord server, which you can join by clicking the link in the description, and you can kind of continue it over there as well. So the PlayStation wrap-up was this thing where you could get access to all of your stats from PlayStation over the past 12 months or from 2020. A part of it was that they would actually give you a free theme. So if you haven't done it yet, you can go ahead and get a free theme by just going through the process. They'll send you a code for it afterwards in the entire thing, and you can go redeem it on your PS4. It's a pretty cool theme as well, with all of the unique shapes from the wrap-up. Anyway, games played in 2020. So it says here, I have played 110 games in 2020, which is honestly probably more than I thought I would have played. I know 2020's been a weird year. It's the first year I started this YouTube channel, and I spent more time than ever creating videos and things like that. And I think as a result of it, I've probably played less games in 2020 than I have in any other year. I think 2019, 18, 17, 16, I played way more than I did this year. This year I really stuck to a few specific games. Well, in 2020, I really stuck to a few specific games that I was comfortable with. Otherwise, the majority of my time, I think, was spent with content creation. The other thing to keep in mind as well is this is one of my personal accounts. I do use a few other accounts for different things, whether it be getting access to review copies or streaming, things like that. So I do have a couple of different PSN accounts. This is just one of my main ones that I use for most of my stuff, I would say. It says here the games I played the most, though, were a Hunt Showdown at 61 hours, which is not that much, to be honest, considering how much I feel like I played that game. Although it wouldn't count hours that I streamed it on Twitch because those would be counted on a different account. So that's probably a part of that. Dead by Daylight at 44 hours, which again, same situation. And then SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom at 36 hours. It's weird. I thought Last of Us Part 2 or Ghost of Tsushima or something would pop up on this, but then I realized I played both of those games on a different account because I was playing them pre-release and I needed to play them on an account that was kind of unlisted. So that's part of the reason that these games are featured here and those ones aren't. So that's part of the reason why that happens. SpongeBob's a funny one. I didn't realize I'd spent so many hours playing that. I'm wondering whether or not it actually just recorded more time than I actually played on it by having it on a pause menu or something at one point, because I can't believe I would have played 36 hours of SpongeBob. Great game, but I don't know. The other thing it says here is top genre is driving/racing, where I spent apparently 53 hours playing, but it doesn't list the specific game that this is, and I don't know if I played any driving or racing games in 2020. Maybe Need for Speed because it was free on PlayStation Plus, but otherwise I have no idea what this is referring to as a 53 hours of time spent playing a game. It's a lot of time. It's over 2 days of my entire life that I spent playing driving games last year. And I can't for the life of me think of which driving game it would be, unless they're counting different game as a driving game in that category. I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. As you scroll down here, you can see total hours of gameplay in 2020. So 663 hours of games played. That does seem high considering the number of games that I've played, but I don't know. I'm curious to see what your guys' stats are as well. Maybe these are low, maybe they're high. I'm not actually sure. I have no idea, so I'm really going to rely on you guys to let me know that. Hours played locally is 581, so the majority of my time, and then 82 hours played online. That's probably fair. I think this could be some of those big first party or open world games that I played in 2020. Only 4 hours in VR, which I think is accurate. I didn't play a ton of VR in 2020. I kind of booted it up a few times for different things, but I really didn't spend a huge amount of time with PlayStation VR. It was it's definitely left by the wayside in 2020. It was a disappointing year for PlayStation VR, I would say. Days played, it says 177. I guess this records the number of days I logged onto the console. So out of a 365 day year, I only logged on 177 days, which I think makes sense. I generally try and not play games during the weekday, especially when I'm creating videos and content. I don't like to spend too much time playing games because I'll end up just playing games and not working. When I'm doing this kind of work, being a YouTuber and working from home, I like to focus the working day on creating content, making videos, editing, coming up with ideas, whatever it may be. So don't spend as much time playing games as you might actually think. And that's a little thing for younger gamers or people who are wanting to get into YouTube or Twitch or anything like that. It's not all about playing games. A lot of it actually ends up being about content creation versus gaming. So interesting little factoid for you there. Now, days I played. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it says here Friday, Saturday, and Sundays are the days where I played the most games. And I guess that makes sense. Friday night after work, playing some games, as well as streaming a little bit on Fridays as well. That was one of my regular streaming days. And then Saturday and Sunday are the primary days I would play games. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, they do have slight blips on them here. I'm guessing Thursday could be because I used to stream on Thursdays, so it's probably part of it as well. And then the other days, maybe it was recording content for videos and things like that. But as you can see, they're significantly lower than the weekends, which is where I would have spent the majority of time playing games. Okay, trophy hunters. Now you can measure yourself against me. I earned 1,003 trophies in 2020. It's actually not very many. It's a lot less than I probably would have thought. Again, this is just one of the accounts I used. But as you can see here, the breakdown is 27 platinums, which is more than I thought I'd earned last year. I don't remember platinuming 27 games. 258 golds, 202 silvers, and 516 bronze, which makes sense because I started a lot of games and never finished them. It's kind of a story of my life. Now, 27 platinums is high, I would say. For me at least, it seems like a lot. But keeping in mind, early on in the days of this YouTube channel, I was doing a lot of stuff with East Asia Soft and Radleaker because they were providing me with a lot of codes for games, which ended up being kind of easy platinum games. So I imagine the majority of those are going to be games that I'm not super proud of on my trophy list. I also covered a lot of those $1 games and things as well, so had to pick up a bunch of them for the purpose of the video too. It says here I entered the world of the PlayStation 5, and that's when I changed my account. I used a different PSN account for the PS5, which is probably why it says I've only played 4 hours of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I'm guessing that was when I was recording the video showing off the haptic triggers, probably. And a total PS5 gameplay hours is apparently 9, and total trophies is 36, which, I mean, is probably accurate for this account, I would say, because like I said, I changed to a different PS5 PSN account to kind of keep things segmented and separated out for this generation. Then it goes on a bunch of stuff about PlayStation Plus and deals and things like that. So it's more of a marketing promotional push at that point. These are my stats. I want to know what your guys' stats are though. Let me know how many trophies you earned. Let me know how many hours you played. Do you have any interesting stats of your own that you'd like to share? I would love to hear from them. Like I said, I think what we'll do is we'll continue the discussion over on the Discord. I might put a post up about it over there and we can kind of delve into it a little bit deeper. But if you want to just leave comments down below about your particular stats, that would be fantastic as well. I'd love to hear from you, and maybe likely in fact you have more platinum trophies, you earned more platinum trophies than me in 2020. I think that's highly likely in fact. So flex that away as much as you want. If you want to flex it even further, channel memberships, you can use the channel memberships to use different trophy emotes in my comment section as well, and it helps me. So that's another really awesome thing you can do if you want to be super nice to me, but also rub in my face that you've got more platinum trophies than me. It was a fun little thing. If you guys enjoy these kind of more chilled out videos where we're talking about gaming progression and things like that, let me know, and we can look at maybe doing them more in the future. I don't play as many games as I think a lot of you might think I do though, so it might not be super interesting, but I think games like this, it's kind of cool. So like I said, let me know your thoughts on the format and all of that. And hopefully this video gets a couple of views and there is some interest. Otherwise, it's going to be just me in the comment section. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. And I hope to be able to continue this discussion in the comment section down below. And as always, gamers, see you later.